How you feel right now?
Tired.
We're
Just
just gonna
like
do.
I am sitting here.
We're gonna do a
My
short
husband.
one, then we'll. I'm gonna have to go to bed a little bit. I'm tired.
You're not going in there messing that bed up I made earlier.
I got my lucky shirt on
I
too.
got it
See?
all nice and fancy. Look, man, it says he's mine tired.
Banks, you'll run this live stream. As much as she talks, I think she can take it over. Don't you think?
He says, no, I'm taking a nap.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna update everybody here, Smoking Swamp. I thought if she feels like I think everybody's been concerned and been wondering what's going on and stuff, and now they're gonna get to see her here. We ain't had the baby yet, so I know it's not gonna be long before she has the baby. Hello, Xenia. Nope, you're right. No baby yet, but it's not gonna be long whatsoever. She said, looking good. Hello, 180. How you doing tonight? Thought it'd be good to update and tell everybody how she's doing. And the baby is not in this world yet. Thank you very much, Smoking Swamp. God bless you, too.
Who did that? So thank you.
I did think, I will tell y'all, yesterday, I did think that she was going to have the baby. But we're very, very close.
We're close. We're close, but yet so far away. That's how I feel.
I gotta say, you feeling a lot better than last night and
I
yesterday?
feel better than yesterday, but
Are you having labor pains right now?
some not like consistent, like as much as they was.
She was having massive labor pains for the last, has it been 2 or 3
I
days?
think today is 4 days.
I'm talking,
I'm losing count now.
she's hurting through her back. The worst labor pains by far, they never compare to Faith or Hannah ever.
No, which I had back labor with Hannah, but still nothing like this. I told him I didn't know if it was that much worse or I'm that much weaker as I get older. I ain't decided yet on that.
Thank you very much, Xenia. Oh, it's been a process, I'll tell you all that. Very well for me, myself. It's really been, I know it's way difficult for you compared to me, though I know that. But last night and yesterday and last night and the night before, whew, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it was major. Hello, Counters Page. How you doing? Oh yeah, I want to thank Counters Page for the gifts she sent us and stuff. God bless you, Counters Page. You tell him to get the camera out of your face when you need to. Oh, yeah. This was not planned whatsoever, Counters Page. I asked her a while ago, I said, you care to go in here and update everybody? And she's like, no, I don't care. So I went and popped the live stream. I said it'll be a short one. So this is not going to be no long live stream, but I'm going to give everybody an update. Thanks to everybody that's prayed for her. It's really helped. It's just been a tough time for her, and it's been really for Hannah.
It's really been annoying as much as anything. It's one of them long processes that just haven't.
She said
hasn't ended. It's still going.
I can leave the comments for you. She said, Sasha, you're glowing. That's Holly. Said that. She said,
thank you very much. But I definitely don't feel like I'm glowing. I definitely.
She has been glowing. She really has. I know what you're saying, Holly. She really has been on that. She's been through
I feel like a walrus that's done.
I know all y'all women knows that she has not had the back pain. This is the worst, severest back pain she's had out of any pregnancy. Hello, Courtney. Hey, she said she's praying for you.
Hi, Courtney.
How y'all doing tonight? Glad you're on too.
Yeah. I swear I don't know if it's that much worse or I'm that much weaker. So
I will tell you my opinion from what I'm seeing. I think it's a lot tougher for women the older they get than when you had Faith or Hannah. But I believe you having the back pain, all that right there, you didn't have the back pain before. I think you had the back pain like you've been
I
having
had
now.
it with Hannah some, but not
Like now.
not like now. Nope. Nope. Like it was like halfway up my back. Like just like massive spasm, like I don't know.
She said boys are much easier.
Yeah. I hate to have to agree with that, Molly, but that's probably true. We're so stubborn and ornery that even in birth we can be a pain, literally.
Dolly's trying to get to you. Let me go ahead and show off my dog.
Which one? They all piled up over here.
Well,
They're so jealous.
We got their little dogs. We got Dolly
So
and
jealous.
Bandit. And here in Spot, he's outside. He likes to come inside though. When he used to when he was little.
He did when he was little.
But he's huge now. But he'd still come in.
I'd hate to know that dog was in here right now.
He'd be jumping on me right
what
now.
What the house looked like. That'd be like a Beethoven or something. Slobber slinging everywhere.
Spot'd be the star. He likes that camera, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he don't mind it. These two wants to get off the camera.
I think she's
put her down there. She wants on that cover.
This dog's cold natured and stuff.
She says I gotta stay warm.
One is said God's got this, his time. That's exactly right. It really is. My personal opinion, I thought she was gonna have that baby yesterday. From what I'm seeing, the contractions and stuff, and how bad she was hurting. But it just
sometimes it just lingers on.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. I mean, unfortunately.
All right, listen to this. Couch said I was in induced labor for 2 days. Back labor, almost wound up with a C-section. There's a reason why my son is my only child.
Hey,
that's what she said too. She said,
like, first off, I didn't have to go through it for 2 days, but I was induced with Faith. And that stuff's painful. That medication, that phony baloney stuff they give you makes contractions so painful. It is unbelievable. And I almost ended up, I should have had a C-section, but that was a lazy doctor then too. He wasn't drunk, but he was lazy. And so I didn't end up with one. But just because you go and you get induced with that medicine does not mean that it just makes everything go right quick and it's easy and stuff like that, because I was in the same boat. I almost ended up with a C-section too. And a lot of women will tell you that too, that is induced with that medication. It has a very high risk of C-sections compared to naturally going into labor and stuff like that.
The oxytocin, is that what you're talking about?
Pitocin that mimics the oxytocin, yeah. A lot of women thinks if they get induced with that automatically, oh, well, this is going to do what my body needs it to do. And no, it's like 50% or more ends up with a C-section because it still doesn't do it. Like with Faith, it didn't. I never dilated all the way. Even with 24 hours worth of Pitocin, I still almost ended up with a C-section. Hannah was a natural. I did end up getting Pitocin later in the day, but it was only for like 6 hours that I had it, and I was already so far along by the time I got to the hospital before I even took that everything just went smooth. So, yeah, that I agree with you too. That's what I was saying, Calendar Page, when he done this other live stream a while ago. And I was talking the way the healthcare system is in America, and especially in Alabama with what I've experienced, the way they are doing women, more or less like your body is meant to do this. And if you suffer through it, even if you have to suffer through it a week, we're not going to help you. And that's just part of it. There's going to be a lot of women that's not prepared for that. And they're going to go, I'm not having any more children. Well, I told him after Faith, it was like a year and a half before I even considered that one. I told him that was it. No way. Not whatsoever.
No.
So, I know the exact feeling.
I gotta say, I was reading the comments a while ago. Smoky Swamp was a big old baby.
Was he?
11 pounds. He's almost 12 pounds.
Was he C-section or not?
Was you C-section or did you?
A lot of times they do that C-section if they're that big.
I was bigger than my brother, and he was a lot taller than me. I mean, he was just a little baby compared to me. I was almost 10 pounds.
Yeah. But a lot of the reason that America has like so many C-sections and so many forceps deliveries and so much, the medical intervention really messes your body up to the natural labor process, and it makes it a lot worse on women, and it makes a lot more interventions.
What does?
The way they do it, just like they don't want you to get up.
They want you to lay. They want her to lay the whole time.
You need to get up and you need to move and you need to get that body going. Breathe through contractions, move through contractions, stuff like that. When you just lay and you sit here, it honestly stops them. It slows them down and it weakens them, and then it don't push your body like your body needs to be pushed. And so then it ends up, they have to interfere with it and stuff like that.
Every woman that gets you on there laying down, some of them will get you to lay on your back, some of them get you to lay on their side. They got all their different methods.
They all got their different methods, but the main method in Alabama is you go in there, they strap you down to a whole bunch of stuff on the bed, tell you to lay there on the bed. You can't get up, walk, you can't do this, and stuff like that. And that's one reason Alabama has a very high C-section rate and a very high mortality rate, because they just don't do it like it needs to be done.
I just want to give all y'all a heads up what's going on. As y'all can see right now, she's still pregnant. It's not going to be long at all. Yeah. I thought it was going to be yesterday, but I was wrong. I really was, because all the nurses was like telling us one thing. Then when the doctor got there, he told us a totally different story than they had planned.
Yeah. Yep.
Pinch Runner said, "Don't you have midwives?"
Alabama now, yes, does allow home births. They started that, I think 2 or so years ago. Opened it back up where you're allowed to have home births. There is a few birthing centers, but they're mainly in like really big cities like Mobile or something like that, where you can do like the water births and the stuff like that, where they're near a hospital, but yet not hospitalized. But Alabama also has an issue right now going.
Fixing to check the fire.
They're trying to get more and more involved politically and rule-wise with what you can and can't do, midwives and stuff like that. More regulations.
Let me go check it. Go ahead and run this live stream. I'll go check the
It's just, and that's the whole purpose of most women don't want all them rules and them regulations. They want to be able to freely just have their baby. So, I mean, here in Alabama, up until like...
Let me show them. I'll show them. I didn't want to cut you off. Here's a stick of wood I'm fixing to throw in my heater right now.
Here in Alabama, up until they done that stuff like that, like if you gave birth at home, it was against the law. Like to give birth at home, if you give birth at home, you better say, it was an accident and I didn't make it to the hospital in time. Because they would charge you for it. That's how strict they was against it. But they've got it more open now to what it used to be. But I don't think there's but like 5 midwives in the whole entire state right now.
There's not many.
We're lacking on midwives.
We need more midwives.
And stuff like that,
really
because
for as many births as in Alabama.
Just like I told him, I'm about to the point of not going back to another hospital, because they're doing so bad with everything that they're doing that I firmly believe right now that if I'd had a midwife and went through the beginning of this process with a midwife right now, I wouldn't be 4 days in labor. I'd be like 3 days postpartum.
Y'all won't. I will tell y'all. You mind me telling me anything? What you told me
Which part?
when we left the hospital? I'll let you go and tell them what you told me.
I don't know. I told everything, so you have to tell
You was
me.
like, you might as well watch you a video.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know what you. I did. I told him. I said you might as well get you some birth vlogs going and watch you some videos, cause I ain't going back, and I still ain't guaranteed right now that I'll go back. Not if it'll do its own process on that, because that's all they want to do is hook you up to a whole bunch of machines. Like you get pregnant, you find out you're pregnant. First thing they do is find you a doctor, go to that doctor all the time and get stuck for blood work, pee in a cup, let him measure you and tell you if you're gaining weight or not. You know, it's just stuff, and you don't have to have all that stuff. I mean, you can tell, especially if you've ever had children, you know, if things are going good and you know your body enough to know if something doesn't feel right or something don't seem right, especially if you're not a high risk. And then you go, and what they want to do is strap you into the hospital bed, hook you up to all these IVs where you can't get up and move around, give you an epidural, and there's a good chance in the process of all of this that they're going to slow down your natural process and cause you to end up having a C-section, which is going to help make the doctor a little bit richer. It's not really about making your labor easier or anything like that, or helping you out. It's all about money. Money.
Well, I'm glad you caught this video. This was not a planned live stream, but I would have never really thought at one time I would have done what I've done, just to be honest with y'all. I mean, because I didn't used to do no live streams, but I thought y'all been with me since my beginning, my channel, a lot of y'all has. And I thought we'd go ahead and share this pregnancy with y'all. But this has been a really different one compared to Faith and Hannah.
It really has. And a lot of it has to do with laws and regulations and
Lots of
doctors
stuff's
and
changed.
stuff like that.
It's really changed at the hospitals.
I mean,
At the ones that we went to so far, it's really changed to what like it used to be when we had Faith and Hannah.
yeah. Just like it used to be in Alabama, if you come in and you're full term or 37 weeks, you know, and they called it active labor if you were 511 is what they call it. 5 minutes apart, 1 minute long for at least an hour. If you come in there and you fell under them guidelines, then you were active labor. The first thing they would do is put the IV in you and go ahead and start the medication and admit you. Now you can go in there under that circumstances right there, and then the next thing they say to you is, well, you have to dilate so much in a certain amount of time. You have to do this in a certain amount of time. And any woman that's actually had kids knows that that's not necessarily how your body's going to work. Dilation does not have a timeline. You can go from no dilation to 4. I've seen people do it in an hour, or go from a 2 to a 3 to a 6. You know, that happens completely different for every single woman. But now they got like timelines on it, and if it's not doing it, well, they claim you're not in labor. And they send you home like this. So now it's 4 days. I think 4 days now. Because all the guidelines aren't met.
I
To
see.
supposedly be in labor.
I seen machine myself. How close the contractions was. There's no doubt you was in labor. I mean,
Yeah, but now they got all this other stuff that they've added on with it. Supposedly it's got to be done in this timeline, and if it don't do it in that timeline, then they don't consider you in labor. Well, 99% of women's body does not do that the same. Like, some women never dilate. Some women never dilate all the way, and then they end up having to have a C-section, even with medication.
some women
do
as
it.
naturally, and they just do everything right. It just
Some women
depends.
dilate so fast that they have their kid in the car before they get to the hospital, right after labor sets in.
What are you talking about there? You're talking
I
about me?
haven't. Well, see, Mama on the
My
first one.
mother.
The first one she was induced with, it was slow, took a long time. Second one barely made it to the hospital. That's what I'm saying. Every pregnancy and every woman is different on those terms, but yet they tried to make it where you have to all be the same. And it ain't happening. And then they send us home like this.
Well, they still said I was born at the hospital, so on my
Well, you
birth
was
certificate.
born at the hospital, but barely.
Oh.
It's just crazy the way things are now. But I firmly believe there's an agenda with it.
There's definitely an
I'll
agenda.
say,
There's agenda going down, y'all.
send enough women
I'm
home
telling you,
like
I
this
know with all my heart there's agenda going
that
down.
don't expect this and ain't prepared for this. And I'm telling you, they're going to make millions off of tubes tied and birth control pills and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yes, let's see. Let's take a child in a truck on the way down the mountain within a half hour.
see? That's what I'm saying. Some people, it's just like that right there. And then there's some of us just like right now. I mean, I'm still hanging in here 4 days later waiting. And it ain't happening. And she still got a delivery charge. See? Nobody
So the baby was.
still got charged at the hospital for delivery because she ended up going to the hospital.
Yep.
That's so bad. That's
Hey,
right.
Chris, you didn't get no. She said she got no.
Yeah, that's why you better text her.
Notifications.
She says, yeah, YouTube's horrible about it.
I will.
YouTube is horrible about it.
I wish they gave notifications to every single one of y'all. So many people tells me they don't get notifications. And used to, it didn't never happen. The first year, or maybe 2 years. But this year, the last year, well, this year and part of last year, lots of people's notifying us now.
Yeah. See, Courtney's on the other end of it. She had to have one. So, I mean, just
Had to
like
have a C-section.
with Faith, I should have is the way things went. She should have been a C-section, but she wasn't. And ended up not getting one. So it's just like the whole system's just in a mess on how it is.
Yeah. All last year, Mr. said, all last year I did not get notifications. So many people is telling me that. I wish y'all, every single one of y'all, got notifications. They used to do it. They used to really send me out and stuff. And I'll tell y'all, I used to do videos to get thousands on top of thousands of views. But now, I will tell y'all this. If you play their game and say what you want them to say, they'll usually put you out. But if you say the wrong things, your name of your channel and everything else, notifications will stop. And plus, if you search for me on search engines, very few videos gets put out there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
It's part of the game.
Courtney, it's painful. I can say that much for you. I don't know how a C-section feels, but I've heard it's painful. But yeah,
What's
this
that?
right here, she said she don't even know how labor feels. I mean, because she had just went straight to have a C-section.
Really, there's so many women we know has had C-sections.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
she was gonna have I thought Faith was gonna have a C-section. They told the nurses told us,
Yeah.
but then it was
But
natural.
then didn't. So it's just one of those things.
See, there's so many of these women that's had C-sections.
Mhm. America has a very high rate of it. It does.
You tired?
I'm tired, yeah, but not much you can do about it.
She said recovery time is a lot longer with C-section.
No wonder after, I mean, that's a major, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there. I hate to say it, women can be so cruel. They can be nice or they can be cruel. More or less like, well, you had a C-section, so you don't really know what it's like to give birth. But C-section is a major surgery to have to go through, and I would rather not. As painful as labor is, I would rather not have, that many layers cut right there like that if I didn't have to, because that is a major surgery, very major. What?
I need someone to give me a drink.
Okay, well, sister, help you out.
I think I want a Coke.
You may get it.
I don't know if we have a Coke. We might have one of them cream sodas. One cream soda?
I remember Dad did some Cokes though.
You may get
Those
something.
bottles.
Let me go in.
And you see which I can find her.
Just run this live stream.
Whatever.
I didn't know that.
So.
Give me get her glass.
What?
Get her glass.
Yeah, what? Or you could just open one of them
I
cans.
see some bottles. I think there's some bottles that has Coke in it.
Okay, well, that'll help you out and see what's in there.
I remember Dad bought some.
Yeah.
We'll get you some.
Have a smile. I can see some of these comments. I don't have my glasses on. He's got it far away, and I can't get up closer to it. So some of them I see, some of them I can't. Yeah. They done an ultrasound last night. Yeah. And baby's 10 out of a 10. Everything's fine. No issues with placenta. No anything like that. So everything's been, all the blood work y'all can see. Y'all might can see the big. I've had every bit of blood work possible to be done. I think they took like 12 tubes out of it. Yeah, I think it was like 12 tubes of blood to check. That's how much stuff they checked. So all that got checked last night. So everything is healthy and like it's supposed to be with me. Everything's healthy and like it's supposed to be with baby. It's just a matter of getting this body to finish the process up with what it's supposed to do. That's all. And I know y'all know sometimes you can labor for a week or longer. And that it just part of it. What does she want?
She thinks I got Coke and I ain't getting
No,
no
we
Coke.
did not buy any
I
Cokes,
didn't
baby.
buy none, I'm telling you. I give you one.
Oh, do you want orange juice? She can have orange juice or cream soda. Either one.
You want orange juice or cream soda?
Cream soda, she says.
Let me give it this.
Yeah, we got your text, Chris. Yeah, we got that. What did that come from?
She thought I got
Getting
Coke.
separate. Yeah, no, we didn't get no
I got
Cokes.
this other kind right
She'll
here.
drink that though. Yeah, they checked literally everything like possible to make sure that there was no issues with anything or nothing like that. So yeah, Peach Runner, it can do it. It can linger on. You can have really strong contractions, really close together, be doing really good, and all of a sudden it just kind of start, tapering down. And then it can like ramp back up, and it's done it to many, many women. And it's exhausting when it does it. It is. So we're hoping that it kind of kicks back in, and when it kicks back in, it gets going and it stays that way. That's what I'm waiting on. Cupcake. Yeah, I told her, I said, she said to tell you to text her and keep her update. Yeah. So we will, because, yeah, YouTube is not, half the time it gives notifications, half the time it don't. I think thin shows on here. I can see part of the text. I'm having a trouble with it. Can you, I need to get up. Can you?
Yeah, I will come in and say,
If you'll come take this over so that I can. I think of the TV off. It's got this really big glare.
what?
Yeah, that'll
what you
help.
want me to do?
I need to get up, so if you can
Okay.
kind of.
I got her cream
Help me
soda.
out with that on there.
Hey, Finchaw, how you doing tonight?
Let me move this little pup here.
7 degrees. Wow, y'all are cold then. It's cold outside. I think everybody said it was like 19 degrees a while ago when
Yeah.
I was doing outside,
Can
but
you
it's
move all
colder
this
probably now.
because I'll bump all this stuff if you don't
Yeah.
move all this stuff over out of my
Is that enough?
zone area
You want me to help you
way
get up?
so that I can. No, I'll be able to get up.
Just grab a hold of my hubbies.
I'm good. On this right here.
I
Yeah.
need to move Dolly out of the way.
Doll. Yeah, that's the biggest thing I need
Just
there.
grab my arm
is
right
Dolly out of the way. So that I can. Everybody over there?
Well, Dolly jumped down. She
She didn't
the
like
dogs
you moving.
knows that she's pregnant, and it's amazing. They don't lay. They lay right there. The 2 dogs we got. If you notice that.
Yes, they want to stay right there. Stuck up under me right now.
All right, y'all.
That's what they're doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and I guess in this live stream, I just want to give everybody a heads up what's going on and what we've been through. It's been, for me, it's been a challenging week of my life. I will let y'all know when that baby is born. Y'all gonna get to see the baby too. So maybe, I don't know when, but when it is born, we will see the baby. Everyone, y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all in the next live stream, y'all. And bye.